Hey Legacy Builders, welcome back to Mind Your Money. In today's video, I'm going to be closing out my third budget by paycheck for the month of October, and I hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to let you know that my throat is a little scratchy and sore. My voice is now coming back, but if it sounds like it's going in and out, that's the reason why. And I'll try to adjust the volume on the video when I edit it so you can hear me clearly. The payday we're looking at is for the 20th. Oh gosh, the 20th of October. So this is the third full week. We have 2 bills due this week, and I think we're only going to be able to cover one. I'll see what's going on, because last week's budget, if you were here, was a bit tight. So we might have to transfer the money for this bill next week with the next week's paycheck, since we don't have any more bills due for the rest of October. The first thing I'm going to start with is the income, and the income that we planned for was $700, but the actual income that we're going to be using is $790. $25 from Ibotta, $15 from revenue from my website, and $750 from W2 income. My husband did get a pretty big bonus, not a bonus, but a commission check, but he's actually going to be using that. One, pay back for the groceries I bought, and two, my birthday's next month, so he's planning something for me. So we're just going to work with $750 for today. Well, $790 altogether. And I do a zero-based budget if you haven't been here before. So that means every dollar is going to be assigned somewhere. So our income and expenses are going to match. Top priority, we have a few. Romans 8:28 and Romans 1:16. So that means our tithe is going to be $79. And for savings, we split between our long-term savings and our purpose funds. So 5% of the income is going to be split between these two buckets. $10 is going to the emergency fund. $10 is going to household. And then I'm actually going to send money to my boys' savings accounts, all 3 of them. And the reason why I'm doing it is because with the little bit of extra income, I thought, what a nice time to start putting a little bit of money back in there instead of just the interest accruing each month. So it's not a lot, but we're going to send $2 to each of their savings accounts. These are high yield savings accounts online. So that's $10, $20, $22, $24, $26 going to long-term savings. And then for purpose funds, what I plan to do this week is transportation will get 9 instead of 10. Renter's insurance will still get $10. And I don't have any other plans right now for the rest of the money. So that's 29. No, not 29. $19 going to the purpose funds, short-term savings. For my Fidelity IRA, the plan was $35, but we're going to send $40 over there this week. So that's the total of our investing. And then for cash expenses, I did pull out $100 in cash. So it's split up the same way. $25 to laundry, $25 going to challenges. And each of my 3 boys will get $15 for their cash binders and $5 going to blessings. So that's still $100 in cash. I'm using these Ricolas to help soothe my throat. So if you hear me kind of the noise I'm making with my mouth, that's why. Because I can't take medicine, you know, I want to be careful about what I take with the pregnancy. So I'm just going to use this to help soothe my throat a little bit. Okay, miscellaneous was supposed to get $35, but we're going to send $100 there this week. We do have some expenses that we have to take care of on the credit card, so we want to make sure that there's enough money to pay some of those expenses back. For bills, we have $375 going towards November's rent, and that's going to stay the same because we have to send that each week to make sure we have enough by next month to pay next month's rent. PSEG, if you were watching my expense tracking video this week, we paid $50.99. That's how much the bill was. So our expenses totaled $425.99 for bills slash expenses. And then we go over here to my zero-based budget section where we finalize the budget, and I need to see that we have actually allocated all of the money as we were supposed to. So let's take a quick look at that. Okay. So the tithe was 79. That's the total of the giving bucket. Savings was 26 here. Investing was 40. Funds is 19. Cash was 100. Then other miscellaneous was 100. And bills slash expenses $425.99. That's $789.99. So the income was $790, but the expenses came to $789.99. This is the first time in a while that I'm a little bit over, but that means it's not exactly a zero-based budget. But we have 1 cent left over, which is fine. That will stay in the cushion, or I might just transfer it to the zero out challenge just for kicks and giggles. So percentages, giving was $79, and that's an exact 10% of the income that we used. Savings, we combined actually the $100 going to miscellaneous, plus $19 going to funds, and $26 to long-term savings. That's $145 divided into $790 multiplied by 100 gives us 18.3%. And then investing should be a little over 5. We divide that $40 into $790 multiplied by 100, and that gives us 5.1%. And there you have it. I like seeing the percentages each week. Again, it's just motivating to see that we can invest a little bit more, or at least we're staying on target, because last week our investing was 5% also, and I'm trying to stick to that at the minimum, the bare minimum. Okay, so now I'm going to zoom out, and then I'm going to go ahead and start making money moves. So let's start with the tithe first. That's $79. Success. Tithe got $79. Next up is emergency fund. That's getting $10. So I'm going to Zelle this over to Ally Bank. Success. Actually, what I did was I sent $2 to my oldest son's savings account because his is the only one of my 3 boys who have it with Ally. So $12 in total was sent over for him and for the emergency fund. Next up is household. I'm going to transfer $10 there. Success. Household also got its $10. And then we have my second son. He's going to get 2. Success. Joey got his $2. And my third son is going to get 2. Success. Josiah got $2. And then the investing, I already transferred $40 over to my IRA, so that's done. Next is transportation. I'm going to send $9 there. Success. Transportation got $9. And then renter's insurance. This is for our renter's insurance is due in December. We're going to pay it in full. It's always set up on an annual payment. I'm going to send this $10 to annual bills because that's where we're collecting the money or grouping the money to pay all of our annual expenses in whenever we need to. So we'll send $10 there. And success. Renter's insurance allocated. Cash, we've already have that, so we're good to go there. Miscellaneous is going to get $100. Success. Miscellaneous got her 100. Now the next place I'm putting money is miscellaneous for the rent. So $375 is going to be transferred over. Success. Miscellaneous got $375 for the rent. And then $50.99, I already paid this back to the credit card, so that payment has already posted. So we have allocated all of the funds for this paycheck, and I can't wait to do the cash stuffing video, which is going to be separate. If you have not gone to subscribe to my other channel, Tasha's Money and Stuff, what are you waiting for? If you like watching cash stuffings, if you want to follow our journey towards building up our $1,000 cushion and soon to come our $10,000 savings challenge, then please go ahead and check me out over there. Alright, so now that all the money moves are made, I need to update my expense tracker. Last but not least, I'm already running out of space. When I started closing out this budget by paycheck, we had $6.44 in a cent in this account, in this operating account. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more slots left on this expense tracker. So I will not be able to fill in every single money move I've made. So what I'm going to do this week is I'm going to group all of them into one. So for paycheck number 3, we did move $79, right? We actually moved $26. We moved $19. I don't think anything stayed behind. Yeah, I think everything moved. $124, $40 moved. The $100 in cash was already allocated for on the expense tracker, so I'm not going to count that. And then the $100 moved, and $50.99 was already allocated for, so $375 moved, which means $639 in total is what we physically moved from the operating account to wherever they went. So let's go ahead and write that into our expense tracker so we know what went down. This is not as much fun as it usually is for me. I really do enjoy tracking expenses and monitoring the money, managing the money, but this is where we are because we don't have enough space. I'm just going to write capital 1 is the account that we're working with. This is the one that we operate from, and this is going to be a transfer. This is basically it of paycheck, or I'll put pay number 3, and the total debited was $639. Yes. That leaves us with $5.01 left over. So the only thing that hasn't actually come out as of the time I'm recording this video is the $40 to my Fidelity IRA, but I did include that in here. So this is the actual balance of our account. We did give a gift last week of $25. It's somewhere here. Yeah, we sent a birthday gift to a very dear friend and mentor of mine and my husband. So we took that from the cushion. So that's why we're at $5.01. I'm so excited to be almost done this $1,000 challenge so I can deposit the money in the bank and we can have a bigger, steady cushion. But love is love. We love them and we're so appreciative. So we give when we see a need and we want to give and be a blessing, but we also give to show honor and show respect. So that's what we did. So what I'm going to do is just transfer 1 cent to the Zero Out Challenge. I know it's a penny, but penny saved is a penny multiplied, penny earned. I don't know, but we're saving a penny. So let's go ahead and transfer that over quickly. Success. 1 cent sent to Zero Out Challenge. We have $5 until next week's paycheck. So that's just what it is. Grateful that we did go grocery shopping. So if you haven't seen my expense tracking video, I talked about it there. So that's where we are. That's how we ended paycheck number 3. Grateful for the little additional side income wherever we could pull from. And I'm actually excited that we were able to save for my 3 children. Even though I have 4 children, we still have to open a savings account, a high yield savings account for baby girl who's coming. We have a name, actually. I'm so grateful and feel so happy about that, and we'll share that with the world after she comes. She actually physically comes, but here we are. That's everything. Oh, and another thing, we need to get a binder for her so we can start saving for her also. So I'll have to figure out how to adjust the budget to include her savings in here as well. Yeah, so if you have any suggestions for a binder, I bought the boys binder from Amazon. I would want to upgrade theirs, but I might just, maybe I'll just get a binder for her there. I'm rambling because I'm just thinking off the top of my head. But I appreciate you for being here. Thank you for listening to me ramble. Thank you for watching me close out my budget. I hope that if you also get paid by the week, or you got your second paycheck for the month, that you were able to close out your budget right along with me. And thank you so much again for being here. Do not worry about tomorrow. Continue to mind your money, manage it well, and live your lives abundantly. Bye for now.